Good morning, everyone. I need a coffee so badly. Like you wouldn't believe. I'm gonna do the iced coffee version, and I'm also gonna make some breakfast. Also, I am telling you, these breakfast burritos have changed my life. Take a picture of this. Breakfast is good. Time to have coffee. Oh, baby. Guys, I've got to be so honest with you. I had a little bit of a mentee bee this morning. Look at my eyes. Look at my face. Normally when I'm having these moments, I wouldn't sit and film and tell you guys about it. But I had uploaded the weekend vlog last night where I had asked you guys if you were bored of me. And we just had a general little chat, and I was reading through the comments this morning, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. There were really, like, every once in a while, I just need a little uplifting push, and you guys are always there. You always have my back. You always know what to say in the times that I need it. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I love you very, very much. And it's definitely what's getting me through right now because I am so tired. It's like a good tired. It's a fine tired, but me on no sleep, I can't function. I have no patience, and I absolutely lose my marbles on days like today. And just based on your guys' feedback and the comments and just kind of wanting to see the real behind the scenes, the real true days. Like, I don't normally film when I am like so sad and grumpy, and I did not film my breakdown earlier this morning. But I thought that I would turn the camera on now and chat with you about it and put some makeup on to get myself in a better mood. But that's also because I have a very busy day. So just wanted to say, not every day is a chipper day. Not every day is filled with sunshine. Some days are a little bit dark, and some days we just can't get her together. Today is one of those days for me, but I have to because of the plan that we have today. But I wanted to tell you that yesterday, in other like life update news, one of my best friends gave birth to her first baby yesterday. Holy guys, I'm telling you, it's that season of life where it feels like everything is happening so fast. My sister-in-law gave birth a month early. We were not expecting that, but we did know that this sweet little man was coming. And yeah, she sent us the message yesterday afternoon, and we all like literally ran to the hospital to be there and usher in our new sweet angel creature. And he was such a big boy. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. And it's so cute because that's the second baby in our friend group. It's so crazy. We have 2 little babies in the squad, 1 more on the way. I'm telling you guys, this is, it's crazy. Life, motherhood, it's all just overwhelming for those of us who like aren't there yet. I just sit and watch and listen to the birth story, and I'm just like, oh my God. It just makes you look at your friends in a different light because you're like, I'm sorry, how did you just survive that? How did you just get through that? Oh my true applause to you. So that was crazy. Got home super late last night. And you know when you have a late night, on nights where you needed to be in bed early and you just know it's coming. Like, I knew that this state of being was on its way to me today because we had tennis early this morning. And I'm really happy about it because it was our last ladder match of the season. There's just a group of us who play together a few times a week, and we have one very sweet lady who puts in a ton of effort to coordinate it for all of us and like sets up our matches and stuff. But we're not going to do it during the summer when everyone's going to be playing outside. It's kind of just an indoor thing. So today was my last match, and this is like where my mental breakdown kind of started to happen because when I'm feeling very tired, I've got very little sleep and I'm just a little bit more fragile than usual. My patience is very, very zero, and I had a little breakdown this morning over tennis. It was so silly, but like also not silly because it's something that I do all the time. But I just have to tell you guys, I love playing tennis, okay? I love it. It's a hobby that I adopted as an adult. It's something that I've been working really hard and like trying to get much better at on a recreational level. When you see those little kids, like there's a group of, I think they're 10 to 12 or 10 to 14, whatever the age range is. When you see kids who have been playing tennis their whole life and they're playing at like, you know, high level, it's insane. Like pro tennis players are insane. Their skill level is so crazy. So I'm very much a recreational player. I have so much fun with it. But I just have to tell you guys, our ladder started, I don't know, I think it started in October. Let's just say October till now. Playing 1 or 2 matches per week, not including the weeks that we travel, which for me was quite a bit over those few months. It was a very busy time. But anyway, I won one of those matches. I lost every single day. I can champion doing things for fun, okay? I am not trying to prove anything here. I don't care. I am playing because I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a good workout. It's a good way to get my cardio in. I love to get my steps in, whatever. But there's only so much losing one person can take, okay? I can't win a freaking tennis match. And it's so interesting because when I play for fun, when I play with Dan, when I play with anyone else and we're not keeping score, I absolutely rock that ball, okay? I have so much fun. We can have really hard, deep, fast rallies. They go for a really long time. I have so much fun. I love it so much. And the second I keep score, I crumble mentally. Tennis is like it's a mean sport when it comes to counting the score. Like I could lose a match 6-0 and you would never know that maybe every single one of those games went to deuce. I feel like you just never know. It's very cruel in the scorekeeping. So I know this is like super niche and specific, and if you don't play tennis, you're gonna be like, oh, shut up. But this morning I played against someone who just like slices. And when you're someone who likes to do like really deep, fast, fun rallies and like loves playing tennis, when you play against someone who just plays the sneaky game of tennis, it's just not fun. There's no ounce of it that's enjoyable for me. But that's the difference between Dan and I, because Dan loves all tennis. He doesn't matter. He'll be like, oh, he keeps slicing me perfect, I'm gonna do this. If someone just stands there and slices me and is like wasting my early hour in the morning when I am absolutely exhausted and I'm already on my last thread anyway, I broke down in the car to Dan on the way home. I'm like, this. I am not a competitive person. I am here to play for fun. I just want to have a good time. Some of these matches are so unenjoyable. I have lost every match for like 8 months straight. I'm over it. I don't want to play anymore. Screw this. Tennis. I'm pulling out of our tournaments. Wait. And then I came home. I came upstairs. I looked at the construction pile. I looked at our incomplete bathroom and I was like, these problems are so small. Literally the world's smallest violin. But I'm just telling you that when you are not with it, when you've lost sleep, when you're not feeling great, these seemingly small little things just pile up and they can cause a very significant little mental breakdown. It's Murphy's Law, right? It seems like whenever you're having a bad day, everything goes wrong. And when you're focusing on the negative things, you are going to see all of the negative things that happen, and it's just going to pile up and pile up and pile up, and you're going to break. Something's going to snap at some point. And that was me this morning. So I had my snap point. Bless Dan, bless my darling sweet husband for just sitting and listening to me. Did I forget to put bronzer on my forehead? Oh well. And every once in a while, it seems like you just can't handle it. I'm like, this littlest thing, I just can't handle it today. Today's not my day. But then I sit and think, well, what would I do right now if I was experiencing all these feelings and if I had children? What would I do? And then, you know what? Honestly, whenever I think about that, that really helps to pull me out of the funk, because I think you mothers, you are wonder people, because I'm barely keeping myself together, okay? If you ask me to take care of another human, a little dependent human. So I ask of you guys, when you're feeling this way, when it feels like all of the world's smallest problems are just caving in on you, what do you do? What do you do to cope? What I do, and this is niche to me, obviously, I turn on the camera and I talk about it, because when I know that I'm going to be saying things and it's going to be going onto the internet for thousands of people to see, it really helps to really swiftly pull me out of that little funk, because I'm like, oh, my problems are so small. This is not a problem. We can deal. We can make it through. But I'd love to know if you guys have any really good coping mechanisms for dealing with a bad day. For me, having another iced coffee, putting some makeup on, blasting some music. Maybe you're getting up early and you're driving to work and you just need to get out of that funk really quick. Oh, baby, windows up, music loud. I am screaming in the car. It also helps when you have to leave your house and see people. That kind of usually helps me get out of a funk pretty quickly. But that's also the downside of working for yourself alone, is it's a lot harder to pull yourself out of a funk. If I had to like go out and be somewhere and be amongst people, it's a lot easier for me to like kind of zip it all together. But when I'm sitting there wallowing in my own brain, it's it's just not as easy to do. So anyway, that was my morning. Just know I'm feeling you. If any of you are having a similar day, you are not alone. And another thing that I'm gonna do to get out of my exhausted, tired red eyes, Lumify. Lumify, baby. It's really hard for me to do that. I need my big mirror when I put these in. I don't know why. When you have a bad day, Lumify it up. Pour it in your eyes and say shut up. I'm losing it. It's gonna be a miracle if I make it through this day. And now on a completely unrelated note, the thing that I am getting ready for, and the other thing that is going to be getting me through this day and getting me out of a funk, is I actually have someone coming to the house today. Now, if you've been following me for some time, you'll know that we've done many different things related to clothing and styling, and there have been so many times where I've made videos where I've booked in for the online services with Allison Bornstein. We've done a few color analysis things. Like, we've talked a lot about specifics around styling and a few tips and tricks to help us make better choices with our outfits and our clothing and whatnot. But I just sat there and I was like, I've never had someone come over and like actually be here and look at my closet, and it's something that I've wanted to do. And I've actually known a lot of people who have done like kind of closet makeovers. They've hired wardrobe or closet consultants, having people like physically come over, look at the overview of everything that you have and do it that way. And it's something I've wanted to do. And obviously, like, for the sake of creating content and being able to share that experience experience with you guys and hopefully give you some tips and tricks, I thought it would be really fun to include something like this during Everyday May. That's actually what I booked in for today. I asked Armene, my darling hairstylist friend. She does a lot of shoots in the city and she just generally knows a lot of people. I don't know many like fashion people at all, and especially not in Vancouver. So I asked her for a few recommendations for a stylist who would be possibly willing to do something like that. And she pointed me in the direction of Zara. And so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, would you want to come to my house and do a little styling session? And she so kindly agreed, and I'm so excited because I have a few events coming up. Events in general, but especially dressing for events causes me such strife. I'm definitely looking for some help on that front, but I also thought it would be fun to just kind of see someone else's take on just like general styling, and hopefully we're going to get a few like tips and tricks and a few pieces of advice that I'll be able to share with you guys. And I'm so excited. This is the first time I've ever done something like this where someone's going to be able to come in and see everything, be able to look at the big picture. I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea how this is gonna go, but I booked her in a little while ago for her to come today, and this is certainly a day that I did not want to be sleepy for, so that's why we just needed to talk it out, have another coffee, put some eye drops in, and get ready, because she's gonna be here very shortly. The stylist takes on my closet. Oh gosh, that's boring. Hello! So Sarah just left and then I just had to shovel some lunch into my face because I was absolutely famished, but wow, what a day. This room is such a mess right now, but she was so amazing. Honestly, just having someone else to come and look at the pieces I have and give a different perspective and put things together, do combinations that I would never expect, and then be able to see like everything that I have at once was so helpful. Like I said, I have a few events coming up and just a few, you know, just things in general, some pieces in general that I struggled with styling, and she puts together this entire rack. I wanted her to just kind of do her thing, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna try on all the things later. I'll let you know how it goes. But basically what she did is she went through everything. We went through a few specific pieces that I wanted her to style, a few things that I'm loving, and then she just generally did a pick through and did some styling for some events coming up. And then I asked her to kind of go through afterwards and be like, is there anything I'm missing? Is there any piece or a pair of shoes or something that would just like help making my getting dressed easier? Because I do feel like I have some pretty significant gaps just in certain areas, and she noticed that too. And it was so, guys, it was so nice to have that feeling validated where she's like, yeah, you're really missing like the perfect pair of jeans. You're missing like a go-to shoe for this scenario. And I'm like, totally, totally. Send me some links, girl. So I'm excited. She had some homework. She wrote a list out of things that she's gonna go hunt for me. So if that happens like in the next little while, obviously I'll update you. But she was amazing. Oh, it was so fun. And I know that this is something that's a little bit extra special. And I know my mom is like really wanting to do something like this where she gets like a personal shopper or someone to go and take her out and style her for her body shape and go through the closet. And there's a lot of people who do this. There's a lot of like local stylists that you can find that do services like that. Obviously it's a little bit spendy. It's an investment to be made if you struggle like I do with getting dressed. And I don't know what it is. Style just doesn't come naturally to me. I've definitely gotten better at it over the years, but there's certain times, I guess like one of my biggest humps is that I can like plan for a dress code. I can plan for an event, but where I struggle and what happens a lot and what I do is that outfits I like in person don't always translate on the camera. So I might love what I'm wearing and then I see a photo of myself after and I'm like, oh shit, that just really, you know, that's a specialty to style for photo and video. That's why stylists exist. And then also just my day-to-day dressing. Like I live in sweatpants all day long. I happily gravitate towards my uniforms. I'll just throw on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and like this is perfectly fine. Love. But I just want to funk it up. I feel like I have a lot of cool, fun pieces that I just don't wear. There's so much sitting in my closet that remains untouched from my lack of styling. So yeah, it was really helpful. I want to show you a few of the outfits that she put together and we'll see which ones stick for some things that I have coming up. So dear Sarah, if you're watching, you are amazing. Thank you so much. That was so fun. And let's see what she put together. Now this one's a little bit crazy and you're gonna have to use your imagination, okay? Because she pulled this little blue set out. And I bought this last year sometime. And she pulled it out of my closet and she was like, ooh, what's this? It's a little sheer top and skirt number. And I was like, oh, I love it. I think it's so cool. I have tried to wear it so many times, but it's completely see-through and I don't know what to wear underneath it. I had bought like a little underwear set to wear underneath it. I was like, I feel a little bit naked. I see my belly button, whatever. She's like, do you have a slip dress? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And then I went into my little hidden lingerie drawer that I have been hiding at the back of my closet. And this little slip dress was actually from a Vive PR package that I got. And I was like, oh my God, I do. And the color like goes so well, and I would have never thought to put a slip dress under it. I know many of you who are like from the slip dress era would be like, what are you talking about? That's like the first thing I would have tried. It's not. I always just see people wearing like cutie little underwear sets under things like this. I would have never thought to put a dress underneath a top and a skirt. That would have never computed to me, especially when the dress is shorter than the skirt, but I actually love how this looks. I'm gonna need a tan with this. And then she was like, oh, you should wear this with your orange heels. And I was like, no freaking way. This is so sick. I would have never ever put this together. This is very specific like event dressing, but again, something that I had in my closet that I've never been able to wear before and never knew how to style. Love the pieces, don't want to get rid of it. And she styled it up in such a cool way. Oh my God. So happy with this, and it's such a fun little set, and I also now feel so much less naked. I'm at a loss for words for this one. I'm so excited. Okay, first of all, I just bought this skirt. It got delivered like yesterday. I bought it from Zara. It's covered in bananas, and I just saw it on the website and I was like, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this, but it's just speaking to me. And I showed it to her and I was like, listen, I might be crazy, but do you like this skirt? And she was like, I think we can make something happen. So this little number is a turtleneck that I bought almost 2 years ago on my little birthday trip in LA. It's a cutie little pink sleeveless turtleneck. I've never worn it. It has been hanging in my closet for almost 2 full years, being left to dust. Look at this little combo that has suddenly been put together. Obviously I did just buy this, so it's like kind of cheating, but she paired it with my little orange heels, which are another thing that I rarely ever wear. They've gone off and on my Depop. And look at this little colorful moment. I told her that I was so inspired by all of the Scandinavian gals. I love Copenhagen Fashion Week, and I follow so many like fashion creators from there. I love how they incorporate so much color into their style. That's something that I feel like I've been missing in my wardrobe, and this is fantastic. Are you kidding me? This she is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A. Oh yeah, and for a bag it would be my little yellow number here. So cute. My automatic pairing for this skirt would have just been a white t-shirt or a white tank top. I love how she put the pink with it, and I think it's so fun. It's so much more colorful than I would have naturally gone for. She also said I could do a yellow top, which might be cute, a little bit more matchy-matchy, but kind of love the pink on pink. Obsessed. Obsessed. So here's another outfit combination that seems very simple, but I would have never done it. First of all, this top is another top that I bought over a year ago for sure. It's been sitting in my closet, never worn. I don't know why, to be honest, because it's so cute, but maybe it's because I was missing some pants like these, and these pants I had just bought this year, and I feel like they've given a lot of life to my wardrobe that was previously lacking. But the other thing that has been on and off of my Depop forever are these little green Attico heels. And they were sitting at the very, very top shelf, and she's like, ooh, what are those? Those are so fun. And I'm like, you're right, they're so fun. Why don't I ever wear them? And I'll tell you why I don't ever wear them. It's because I live outside of Vancouver, BC, and everyone wears Lululemon and Arc'teryx here, and hardly anybody ever gets dressed up. There's literally a woman on TikTok who's like so fabulous, and her entire shtick is talking about how overdressed she is always at all times in Vancouver because no one really gets dressed up. Listen, maybe this could be a sign to start getting dressed up. Like, I could wear my heels when I go out for dinner. I don't know why I don't ever. Me and the girls, we always talk about that. We're always like, okay, tonight guys, we're getting dressed up. Put some heels on. We always opt for a little kitten heel. We almost never get dressed up, and I only ever get dressed like this when I either go to an event or when I leave the country. And I would love to not do that. I would love to get dressed up. So this is a good reminder. Wear your nice things, get dressed up, feel fabulous if you wish. And I love this. I love just open flowy top with these jeans. I think I would have automatically just gone and tucked it in. The classic millennial tuck. So simple, but love. Wow. Get yourself a pair of wide leg white jeans. Another question mark piece that I've had in my wardrobe for a very long time are these gray jeans. I bought them so long ago from a brand called B-Sides, and they're kind of that like balloon tapered shape jean, which when I put them on by themselves and I wear them, I'm like, cute. I love how they fit. They're funky, they're cool. I really love the color. It was a really nice gray. They sat there collecting dust. And I had this gorgeous little vest top from Mango, and she was like, oh, that's a really cute combo with a little flippity sandal. So nice. And then this is a stunning little bag from Verified New York. Absolutely stunning. How cute and fun is this? And this is very like casual lunch vibes. Like I could wear this, even put on a pair of like my sandals or flip-flops, and I could wear this to lunch. And she was like, let's dress it up a little bit and make it something that you could wear to an event. And I was like, slay. Yes, let's. So we swapped out the bottom for a white skirt, added a fancy little evening bag, kept the same shoes, and there we go. Just a little bit more dressed up, still comfortable enough that it could be worn casually. I think the bag definitely spices it up a little bit, but just having the skirt option makes it a little bit more dressed up and just a different option. I mean, you could swap out for any bottom, but I love that the top and the shoes match, and so that was something I hadn't realized. She pointed that out and I was like, sick. I'm going to wear that with any bottom, and it's perfect. Now here's a color combination that I would have never put together. I have this little kind of fun pajama cottony set, which I think is going to be perfect going into the summertime. I love to wear things like this, especially if I'm on vacay, like if I'm going to Tulum. I am living in outfits like these. And she was like, oh, you need to pair red with this. Do you have anything red? And I was like, yeah, I have this bag, which is a little bit wintry, I'll be honest, my little Bottega pouch bag. And then I have these cutie little braided flats, which I would have never put with this blue set. Me, I would have gone for like the clear jellies. I would have gone for a white shoe, a flip-flop, maybe even taupe. I would have never thought to grab red and put it with a blue set. But how fun. The colors are so poppin'. And it just makes it look so much more fun if you put like a big chunky necklace with these, a nice fun pair of sunglasses, like yes. And that's also taking a bag that I have been questioning in my wardrobe, and also something that I pretty much only pull out in the winter time, and making it feel a little bit more acceptable for the warmer weather. Would have never pulled this out, would have never put this together, and yeah, thrilled, thrilled. Okay, the next one's going to be a little work in progress. This is also going more into the warmer weather and summertime, but I had shown her the belt that I bought secondhand, my beautiful Bottega belt, and I've always wanted to make a belt like this work for me. I love it so much, and she was like, oh, we need a maxi skirt. Grabbed a white maxi skirt, put this cutie little tank top with it, and I still need to figure out how to actually tie the belt. But I love this idea because, again, with my maxi skirts, I would have automatically tucked my tank top into the skirt and worn it high-waisted, but like we've learned with our body shape, having a little bit of a drop waist, a little bit of a lower waist is the vibe that works. So just the idea that I can wear my tank tops over top of all my skirts and then put a cutie little belt with it, I feel like it just unlocked a whole new version of my wardrobe without changing anything that I already had. Obviously I added the belt, obviously, but I already had this tank top, I already had this skirt. Pair it with a little kitten heel, a little pair of flats. I could even do the red flats with this, that'd be cute. Either way, this was brilliant and I loved this so much. Again, once I learned how to actually tie the belt properly, the world is our oyster. Next up is another piece that I have had in my closet for so many years. If you guys have ever seen visuals of my closet, you would have always seen these pants poking out. I've had them for many years. I had bought them in a glorious, glorious Holt Renfrew sale years ago. It's a very, very warm shade of wool pant, but it's such a beautiful material. I've never been able to come to terms with parting ways with them, even though it was something that I've never worn in my closet, but they're so thin, they're so nice. The quality is absolutely insane. She had actually pulled them out of my closet and I was like, oh yeah, I love those wool pants. I never wear them. Something I want to make work for my fall and winter wardrobe, but I just never wear them for whatever reason. I never have like the perfect pairing of a sweater. The tones are always kind of off. You guys know I wear a lot of cool tone things, so these being like very warm, this like glorious rusty orange brown, it's just like, I don't know, I've never worn them. And she was like, what do you mean? Look how thin they are. You can wear them this spring, summer. Absolutely. She's like, just pair it with a cream tank top. And I'm like, you are absolutely correct. Why have I never done this before? How fabulous is this little pairing? It also helped that I do have these glorious shoes. This is from a brand called Anonymous Copenhagen, and they're like, look how fun these are. I mean, the tones just match so perfectly, so that definitely helped. Pair this with my little flattered suede pouch bag. Perfection. This is such an easy, like super comfortable little go-to outfit that I can wear for any kind of evening event coming up. It's amazing. And it's also perfectly acceptable to pair with Picante for the upcoming season. So this one blew my mind. I don't know why. Like there's just certain things that I categorize as like fall and winter and then spring and summer. Like normally I would have packed these up and put it in my winter pile along with some of my other fabulous wool black pants that I never wear. And this just breathes new life. Like I could literally do this exact same thing with my black wool pants that are super thin and breathable, and then pair it with a fun colored shoe. Why have I never thought of this? It's so simple, but I don't think to do it. Okay, this is the last outfit I'm gonna show you, and this just might be the winner for the event that I have coming up. This is the skirt that I recently got from Zara. This is the one that I actually wore to my sister-in-law's baby shower, and I'm obsessed with the color. I have been living in it. And then, you guys, I know, sorry, this is kind of like a haul too, but this is the same shirt that I was wearing earlier in white. I have these cutie little olive green kitten heels, and then the same little verified pouch bag. I wouldn't have considered putting these heels with this. I don't know why, because they're literally in the same color family, but I was literally wearing my clear jellies. I was wearing my little flats. I had put on my brown loafers with these. Like, no, these heels are so much better with it. Hello? Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. I'm just not good at this. This is why I had a professional come to my house and do the styling for me and on me. And hopefully by me doing this process, it will give you some inspiration for your dressing. If I could like paint a picture of what my style is, it's outfits like these. However you would describe this, that is what I feel on the inside. So yeah, that was a 12 out of 10 experience. Would 100% recommend and would 1000% do that again. Again, Sarah, thank you so much for making the journey out here. But oh man, just to have someone else offer their perspective and to use their creative juices and their brilliant minds to put things together. Oh, that was amazing. Simple little outfit combinations that I would have just never imagined. And suddenly I have so many options that I can wear for upcoming things and just life in general. And it's also a friendly reminder that, as we've discussed before, style is a muscle and you need to practice it. Sometimes that's easier said than done, especially going into the warmer months. I love fall and winter because I love nothing more than just living in my knitwear and like oversized, very chic, flowy, cool knitwear and all my turtlenecks and things. Like, love that. But spring and summer is where I struggle, especially because got the rectangle, more muscular, athletic build, if you will. And I sweat a lot, and that's really hard because there's so many cutie little skimpy mini skirts and little mini dresses and tight things and all these fabrics that just show all of my body sweat when I'm sweating all here under my boobs and my belly, and I'm like, help. I am chafing and blistering and sweating everywhere. What do I do? So I think a few of these options are going to be perfect, and I'm really excited. That was really incredible. And like I said, we did confirm a few things that I'm missing in my closet, and hopefully she'll be sending me some links and some options and what I can consider adding in to fill in those gaps. So that was really cool. Hopefully you guys took a tip or two from this as well. And I have to say, just going from my little morning rant, I definitely feel much more positive. Thank you so much for allowing me to sit and blab and complain to you and get that off my chest. But oh man, I was having a moment this morning. Whoa, baby. Sarah was such a delight. What a positive, wonderful human she was. Definitely helps when someone just wafts in with their positive energy and smothers you in it. That was great. Got me out of my funk. So, well, thank you for joining me on this very random little day. I hope that you enjoyed. If you guys want to see a part 2 of this little moment, or if you want me to continue doing things like this, I would absolutely love for Sarah to come back into style for future things. Oh my gosh, that's actually one thing I asked her. I was like, can you come back in June and can we talk about some wedding guest outfits? I would love to see her take on some options. So if you guys want to see that, if you want to see a part 2, but also if you want me to chat wedding guest dressing coming up, I would love to get Sarah back to show us some options and help us out. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. So with that, my friends, I'm going to go grab my laptop. I have some editing to do. I'm going to strap myself to the treadmill and I'm going to walk away into the evening, getting those steps in and getting some editing done. So love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a new Everyday May video. Bye!